All right, peace and blessings, everybody. Namaste. Today we're going to go over something very important. It gives you a lot of insight on the treachery and skullduggery in the darker spaces of the internet. Number one, we're talking about private and public spaces. A lot of the email harvesting, the password harvesting, the credential harvesting that you see in today's world, naturally they do come from breaches from civilizations, organizations, and places where they do not have proper OPSEC on their information. However, it's imperative to understand a few things. Number one, when we're speaking about using public locations, whether that's a hotel lobby computer, whether that's a computer that you're going to leverage that's inside of some corporate environment that's publicly shared, you need to understand one thing. People like me and people on the darker side of the reality understand how to go into the history, to set up a trap, to put keyloggers to ensure that every time you type anything inside of that browser, anything inside of that computer, when you go to UPS and you use those public systems, when you go to FedEx and you use those public systems, people like us know how to go into those public systems while the camera's still watching and plant a keystroke monitor or use a device that looks like this. Anybody seen this before? The OTG cable? Let me show you what an OTG cable is. So, or OMG, my apologies. Everybody seen one of these before? So this is a vampire tap. For all intents and purposes, what you do with this little device right here is you stick it in between the keyboard and the computer itself. And you put that in the back of the computer. So I walk in and I'm, hey, how you doing? You having a fantastic day? Bless. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Where's your public computer? Oh, over there. Thank you. I've got my suit and tie on. I walk over. I take that little device. I go in the back. Hey, it looks like that computer needs to be reset. Do you mind if I reset it from the back? Oh, no problem, Mr. Tate. Go ahead and do that. I'm telling you stuff I've done. Okay, no problem. And I pull it out of my pocket. I stick this in the back of the machine. And now, anytime anybody walks up to use that machine, I've got access to everything you type in, your passwords, your mama name, your baby daddy name, anything that you use for KBA. Who knows what KBA stands for? Knowledge-based authentication. I need you to understand these things. A lot of people aren't paying attention to the treachery that's afoot. There's a lot of fuckery afoot out there, and I want you to understand that on this journey. Give me 1 second, everybody. All right, so for everybody that's just joining, we're talking about public spaces, how treacherous public spaces can be for your identity, for your privacy, and your personal life protection. What am I speaking of? Number one, a lot of us use a lot of public computers, a lot of public workstations, and you don't even know it. A lot of these kiosks that you see inside of FedEx, if you see it inside of UPS, hey, come over here, log in, get your card, reset it. A lot of us are thinking in a very open mindset. We're like, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and use this computer and check my email while I'm setting up my card or setting up my printing label. That's a very bad idea. Number two, what's also a bad idea is when you're setting up any accounts on these public kiosks, what you don't want to do is use a password for that public kiosk that is a password that you use in any other thing in your life. Why? Because people like me, like I've said before, we know how to install taps on the computer, to install code. We don't even need to carry one of these devices. I can create a shell website where I can just go out, send a command to download a tool, put it on that computer, and ensure that anytime somebody types in anything, I have access to your passwords. Because you know what humans don't do? Humans traditionally don't break patterns. Humans traditionally create the same password over and over for all of the accounts that they leverage. So if I have your Yahoo password and I tell you to go into FedEx and create a different type of password, you're going to create the same one. Why is that? Why is that? Why do we do that? Because we're creatures of habit. So remember that. A wonderful lesson for you. And that's the end of this session. Does anybody want to get on stage? I just do these things because I'm doing something. And ask any questions. Hello, how you doing, everybody? How you doing, Shroom? What's going on, Shroom God over in YouTube? Loving you. Hello, everybody. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to get on stage before I leave it? All right, Big EOJ wants to get on stage. Let's do it. Bring you up on stage, Big EOJ. You're welcome, Reginald. Eric J, how you doing? How's it going, Eric J? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm blessed, happy to be alive, sexy, rich, black. You know what I'm saying? All the greatness. You know, all the greatness.
Yes, sir.
How can I help you today?
Oh, I was just trying to join your video to hear what you were talking about, those passwords and such.
Okay, did you pick up what I said? Or do I need to repeat it? I don't mind repeating it.
No, it froze on me when I came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what we were talking about, especially for people who travel a lot, you use hotels, you travel a whole bunch, and you go out and you use those public computers because a lot of us don't carry computers with us everywhere. So sometimes we forget something, we want to check our email, and we go to a public computer. I don't recommend that ever. Now, here's why. There's people like me that used to be on the dark side of things. You're talking to a guy that used to be on a very dark side of life. I'm not an angel. I'm not a devil, but I am an alchemist. That means that I understand I can do whatever I need to. So let me express what I mean by that without going around my elbow to get to my ankle. If I use a public Wi-Fi, or if I use any kind of public computer, especially at a hospital or at a bank or at a hotel, I can go onto that laptop or I can go onto that machine and install a keylogger. So when you go to use that machine, every password that you type in, you may not see it on the screen, but secretly, I have a piece of code that's recording everything that you type. And then you wonder why you figure, oh, why is my bank account getting hacked? Because I'm guaranteeing, watch this. Don't shake your head, don't nod, but watch this. Just watch. I bet you $10,000 right now, truthfully, that the password that you have for your email is the same password you use for something else in your life. I would bet you $10,000. Would I win? Don't answer. Don't answer. Because it's personal. Humans are creatures of habit. We create the same thing. The reason why hackers always outmaneuver people is because we're able to see you. We know exactly how you're going to think. So I hope I've given you some insight for your life and your pattern of life. And I hope you have I know you're going to have a great, fantastic, blessed, and abundant day.
That is correct.
All right, brother.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Eric. All right. Does anybody else want to get up on stage and talk about the topics that we're discussing? Again, everybody, we're talking about using public locations, public systems. We're talking about how not to get accustomed to always using those locations where everybody else is using it. Why? What am I saying? Professionally, what I'm saying is a lot of people are always using public systems. What's a public system? You go to a hotel, you don't want to check in right away. You go to a hospital, you want to kill time. You didn't bring your laptop, so you want to go check your email at that kiosk in the hospital. That's a bad idea. Number one, a lot of these hospitals have already explicitly outlined inside of their privacy policy that if you use those workstations that are public, then your information will get siphoned. But there are darker people, not darker, come on, stay focused. There are darker people mentally that will install lower vibrational code inside of those laptops, inside of those workstations that record your keystrokes. And here's the bad part about that. Most of the keystrokes and most of the things that they collect are from passwords and email addresses that you use. 90% of people don't switch out their passwords. Does that make sense? That means that the password that you leverage for your Wi-Fi at home is likely the same password that you use for your bank. It's likely the same password that you use for your email. And just to talk about that for a second, one of the most secure accounts that you can ever have in your life, one of the most secure accounts that you can ever have in your life right now, in today's 2025, is your email account. So we never want to go on and ensure that we save passwords for our email account. I understand a lot of people have a lot of emails that they want to, oh, listen, I want to save my password here because I have a lot of passwords to remember. I need you to remember these words right now. Hackers like me, black, gray, and white, we know that. We know that the email is what's used to get the recovery address. We know that the email that you use is what's the two-factor authentication. So if you save your password on a public system and you accidentally don't check to ensure that you're using incognito mode or a Firefox privacy browser or window when you're using a public system, which I do not recommend either of those options. If you need to use a public system, what I always keep is one of these. I keep one of these with me at all times. And you're like, well, Jay, I don't walk around like a hacker like you. And what is this? It's a USB drive. But on this USB drive, I have Tails. I have Knoppix on another one. And I have Ubuntu Live on the other one. I can just stick this in, reboot the computer, and I have my own safe workstation on this just by sticking this into the computer and then changing the BIOS to check my USB for the boot device versus checking the hard drive on the computer. Does that make sense? That's the safe way to do it. And of course, everything that I'm sharing here right now is on a course that we teach inside of our privacy school. So if you're here, you're one of the 30, you're one of the 20 that's on YouTube, you're one of the 30 there on Instagram, you're learning something very valuable. And what did we learn today? We've learned that when you use public systems, there's no expectation of privacy. What is a public system? The hospital, the kiosk at the Wi-Fi cafe. When you go to the casino and they've got the computer, check it. Don't you know that those computers at the kiosk that you have inside of casinos are the ones that they're collecting information so they can create predictive analytics about your decisioning? And you're thinking, oh, they're just nice. Nobody's nice. No company's nice that just wants to give you access to a computer. The things that I'm sharing with you now, the companies that give you these free Wi-Fis when you go into a hotel and you see a free computer station where you can check your email, you don't think that they have a security guy on their team that's saying, hey, you know what kind of information we can collect from people's emails? You know what we can collect from all the people that log in? I'm not saying what you think I'm saying, but I'm saying exactly what you think I'm saying. I need you to pay attention to everything that I'm saying because a lot of you are victims. A lot of you are food. And a lot of your parents, a lot of your grandparents, the people in nursing homes, they are the ones being attacked because that's what the predators do. They attack the weak. They attack those who are victims, the ones who are undereducated. So these things that you're learning right now that I charge whatever I charge for to these different corporations, I want you to understand that this is valuable information for you to take home and to become more aware. All right. Y'all have a great, fantastic day. All right. Anyway, anybody want to get on stage? Does anybody want to get on stage? Anybody? Anybody want to get on stage before I go? We went over a lot of things today. I need to get some hearts. I need to get some love. I need to see a whole bunch of whoa inside of this room if y'all are feeling the energy that I've given you. Show some gratitude. Why not show some gratitude? You know I don't have to be on these lives. You know I can stop one day and you'll never see me do a live again. And you'll be like, why doesn't he come online? Because you motherfuckers didn't show any gratitude. Why are you calling us motherfuckers, Jay? Because I can. And I don't care about your feelings. All right. The mothership wants to get on live. So here we go. Mothership, come on. There we go. Show some love, everybody. Show some love, some respect. Show it. That's how you do it. All right. Looks like the mothership doesn't want to come. So we're going to bring on Bravo Tango. Bravo Tango, come on up. We've got Bravo Tango asking questions. We want to see what they want to talk about. Come on, Bravo Tango. Okay, good to hear that, Kitchen God TV. Thank you, Skip Knight. You guys really have to understand, and you ladies as well. Excuse me. Hello, Bravo Tango. What's going on?
What's going on, brother? What's going on? What's going on?
Loving this life. How can I help you today?
For some reason, it's playing back what you're saying too, on top of what you're saying right now.
Okay, no problem. Okay, well, we'll just disconnect and try again.
All right, for sure.
All right. Does anybody else want to get on stage? It looks like there was some technical issues on that side. I want you to understand. Listen, you come onto these lives and you think, oh, here he is. He's going to be here every day. You notice when I didn't show up for 4 days? When I didn't show up for 4 days and everybody was like, oh, my God, I missed you so much. One day I'm never going to come back. One day it's only going to be a payment wall. One day the only way you're going to be able to access me is by paying money. And that's just the way it is. So take these times and moments and don't be, and every time you see somebody say, well, he's just charging money, I want you to stand up and say, nah. Not only did he show us how he was making his money, he's also showing us that he gave everything away for free. But I was in the lives and I just wasn't paying attention. It was what some of y'all going to be saying. Does that make sense? So remember that on your journey. Because a lot of you are going to go start paying money for privacy from other people who are not even close, a fraction, not even a fraction, a smidgen, a sniff of the quality and caliber of me. Exactly. So understand that everybody who comes in these lives, I'm not going to be available to you forever. I've got a whole tribe that I'm cultivating. I've got a whole group of people that pay me a lot of money a month just to have my attention. So I come in these lives, obviously, I come in these lives to have two purposes: to share with people who can't afford my services, because a lot of people don't have money yet. And if you've been paying attention, you're going to understand how to make your own money. And then I'm also doing these lives to get another agenda, if that makes sense. And obviously, I'm not going to express to you what I want to do. And that's fine, Bravo Tango. Listen, everything that's not supposed to happen everything happens for a reason. So if you can't get up, you can't get up here. So I want you to understand, I'm going to say this one more time. Today, we went over the use of public systems. I want you to understand, here I am in Instagram sharing these things that people charge. And I want you to understand, I'm not going to always be here. This information, you're not going to have access to me very soon. That's why I'm giving away the school. If you are looking at my account, I'm giving away the school account for free. It's just, they should be smart and grab a pen, because one day they're going to be mad. What happened to Alchemist? That black guy sucks. He should be giving it for free. He's an asshole. And then you're going to be like, oh, I really should have paid attention. So I'm just going to join the ego tribe with everybody else and just be mad at him because he's no longer available on these lives. I got a life. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So everybody, pay attention. Don't take things for granted. I usually don't even communicate with people unless there's financial incentive behind it. If anybody knows me for real, they're like, shit, if he's up here talking to you for free, I wouldn't wake out of my bed and even give you a look unless there's 10,000 in it. And then the universe slapped me in the face and was like, hey, you can't act like that. There's a whole bunch of people that need you. I said, so what you want me to do, universe? They said, okay, well, you got 1,000 followers. This is just 2 years ago. We need you to get to 500,000 or 444,000, and then you can go. If you go look at my account, you see exactly how many people I got following me now. So that means I'm trying to say something. I'm not going to be here long. Okay? I'm not here. I'm here for the community, but when you're here for the community too long, the hive mentality turns against you. Remember this on your journey as you elevate. All right? Because a lot of people are just mad and upset, so they just don't like the way people look with confidence. Oh, I don't like the fact that he's living life. Let's go try to kill him. You said, Malcolm X, let's go do this. And I understand how it works. I'm just not going to be on the X. I'm not going to be, I don't fall into people's ego and emotions. Oh, my leg was broken and my dog and I missed you. I don't give a fuck about your feelings or your energy. I don't care. That's why I tell people, hey, shut your mouth. Don't tell people your personal information. They're going to use it against you in the long run. That's what I used to do. So don't reach out to me unless you are ready to pay for a consultation. Like, that's what I'm saying. So some people just want to reach out. So don't talk about that. Listen, just be, if you're going to be in it, you're going to be in it. If not, you're not. Period. All right, Ron Wick. I think you just got on here, Ron Wick. So we're going to bring Night Skip Night up because we've already talked to him. Jay Jones, understand that. Yes. One day you're going to be paying attention to somebody else who's just a script and a paid commentary. How you doing, Night versus Night? What's going on?
What's going on? How are you, my man?
Man, loving this motherfucking life every goddamn moment. You know how it works.
I do.
What's going on with your project today? Let me see the yard.
The yard. Okay, so just finished this wood pile.
Yeah?
Wait, can't see it yet. Right here.
Yeah, man. Are you cutting the wood?
There were 3 fallen trees. I have taken care of 2.5 of them.
By yourself?
Well, yeah, by myself.
All right, so I got a real question for you. Are we using automated tools, or are we using our physical axe?
I have to use an automated tool to cut rounds, and then I'm chopping that with an axe.
Okay. All right. Stay true to it, baby. I love it. How can I help you today, my friend?
I used to work in reputation management. Crisis PR. So what a lot of people don't understand, and this is where a lot of people fail in their messaging. And this isn't for you. You already know this, but for your audience, I want to let you know. I used to consult with celebrities, people who have won Grammy Awards, their parents, their families, politicians. I know these stupid people, and these stupid people make one common mistake. They think that the people they used to be are the people they still are. So everything you say is recorded. The National Archives is on Twitter and has been since Obama was president. There is a record, a hard record. If you deleted that tweet, no, you didn't. Someone, somewhere, is going to FOIA the National Archives.
Freedom of Information Act for everybody that's looking. He's asked, he said FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. But go ahead.
Someone, somewhere, along the line, might be interested in seeing you fail. The thing, so that was that big, the thing people, the culture war, the wokeness, the cancel war people talk about. No, it's not real. The part that's real is you now. The mistake the celebrities, the politicians make is the person I was then is not the person I am now. Did I say stupid? Case in point. There's a rap band called Insane Clown Posse. I forget the two guys. I think it's Shaggy Two Dope. Oh no, Violent J. Violent J's first album, he said a lot of homophobic shit. And a couple years ago, he came out and said, "Hey guys, I was stupid back then. I didn't know I'm not about that life. I was wrong then." Violent J gets it. I want you guys to get it. You are not now the person you were. I used to have an estranged relationship with my father. This Christmas, I'm going to see him for 12 years. He's going to apologize. I'm not going to accept that apology because the person who made the mistakes that made me mad at him is not the person I'm going to be seeing this month. And the person who was mad at him isn't the person going to see him later this month. No, forgive me. He's not the guy who made me mad, the guy who made past me mad doesn't exist anymore. The person who got mad at that person doesn't exist anymore. Because those two people would not be meeting during Christmas.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So everybody pay attention. Everybody pay attention really quick. What he's expressing, take deep breaths, my friend. I know you're excited. I love it. I love your energy, but just take decent breaths. I love it. I love your message. It's really strong. Just take deep breaths so people can pick up what you're putting down. What we say today is not what we say yesterday. When I speak, I want you not to follow me because I am very curated in everything I say. When I say fuck you, if I say I don't give a damn, I mean it. And I'm going to mean it tomorrow. I'm going to mean it 10 years from now. People who know me say, listen, he hasn't changed. This is what he believes. Because when you know you're the apex, and this is not ego, I just know people consult with me. But when you're growing up, when you're starting to raise your profession up, when you're starting to make money, when you're starting to get notoriety, be very, very, very careful about what you say so that you are not putting some of your target audience over into a corner. So, like for instance, watch this. People like even let's use your communication right now as an example. Let's say that he was talking to me, right? He's like, "Hey Jay, maybe you should be careful. You just said fuck people and you don't give a damn." Watch this. People don't follow me because I care about their feelings. People don't secure my services because I'm empathetic to the cause. People don't follow me because they think, oh, Jay's going to say this because he thinks he's going to get canceled. No, I literally don't give a fuck. And here's why. Let's break it down. Watch me. I came into Instagram only to create my own market. Why? Because I saw every other market being bought. Every other market was like, oh, I can just pay you. These group of people in the Middle East will pay me a lot of money to say certain things and they'll advertise certain things. And I said, oh no, everybody's getting hustled and scammed. I'm the underdog. I have to show you how it's done. So everything that you watch on this channel, you're seeing like, oh, this is how you stand on business. Is he saying out of bravado that he doesn't care? Well, I'm about 85-0 when it comes to physical fighting. When it comes to when it comes to vulnerability assessments and penetration testings, I've done thousands of them. When lawyers and law firms call me to get insight, when PR firms call me to get insights for strategy, what should we do? Our candidate, when you go to my Facebook and you look at the reviews and you see the politicians that you vote for in my Facebook review saying I wouldn't have won the election without Black Alchemy Solution, you understand that I don't go in there with a suit and tie and say, hello, John, how you doing? How can I help you? I say, yo, what the fuck is the problem? Let's get it together. So that's me, but everybody needs to have their own brand. In the beginning, people didn't like me. People didn't like me in the beginning. They're like, oh, he's abrasive and he makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah, that's the weakness leaving your body. That's cool. You get what I'm saying? So have your brand and stand on it. Now, one thing that I've learned in my journey is you do have to take lessons. You have to take lessons.
Yeah.
You have to learn. You have to be teachable. There are things that you said is like, you know what? Shit, I can't talk because I really do believe in that. So just be true with your words and understand that some performances are not for every stage. Woo!
You're absolutely right. I used to grow up in Louisville and Standiford Park. There was this oak tree.
I grew up in Louisville.
I grew up in Louisville.
Oak Street, Old Louisville. I live in Shotley now.
Willow Lane.
I know Willow Lane.
I grew up there before my family moved to Dayton. Damn, man.
That's crazy. Okay, keep going.
So you remember back in the park, there was this oak tree and there was this willow tree. And when there was 83, I think, there was this massive tornado just tore up the river and they went straight through Louisville.
Okay.
Next minute, that oak tree was gone because that oak tree fought the wind. That oak tree didn't care, but also didn't pay attention to the ground beneath it. The willow tree is like, you know what? Shit's kind of wild. I'm just going to let the wind tell me what it wants to do. That oak tree no longer exists anymore. No one remembers the tree. I remember the tree because I saw it. I saw the ground it ripped up. I saw the damage it did because it didn't pay attention to the world around it. There's a time to stand your ground, and there's a time to say, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I need to start taking more information. There's a time, and learning that is a violent process. That violence is okay.
That violence is okay. I love having you on stage, brother. I'm going to bring some other ones up here. I appreciate your insights and love. I hope everybody was paying attention to him because he's actually dropping bombs. I wouldn't entertain streams of consciousness unless it was valuable. You know, I don't give a fuck about cutting somebody off. I do it all the time, but I allow it because he has streams of consciousness that actually has valuable nuggets of gold and diamonds. So pick up what he's putting down. Understand that today is not yesterday and it's not going to be tomorrow, and roll with it. Thank you, brother.
If you cut me off for a good reason, I'll learn.
That's how it works.
Thank you.
Namaste, my friend.
Namaste.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love iron sharpening iron. Somebody just asked about the school environment. Yes, I've got 111 different courses that we have in the school environment. I'm giving 3 of them away for free just so that you can touch it and see like, oh, is this worth paying for? Is he really knowing what he's talking about? Click the link in the bio. Stop playing with it. It's free. Sheesh. But Jay, you said if I don't pay for the product, I am the product. Clearly, if I'm giving it away for free, I definitely want to get you on my mailing list so I can send you emails. Duh. Have you learned anything? Are you not entertained? All right. So somebody else wants to get up on stage. I like your name, so I'm going to bring you up on stage. Shroom God. Just because I love shrooms. Like on my pizza and stuff. Oh, Shroom God declined. Well, whatever. We don't mind the little things. All right, Ron Wick. I think I just had you on stage, Ron. Let's see. Yeah, on my pizza. I only like shrooms on my pizza, everybody. Yes, just on my pizza, Milo. Hey, Milo, I see you in here, man. I had you on block list because your mouth is bad. I like it though. I like that you speak your mind, but your mouth is still bad. Anyway, how we doing, Neater?
How you know that was me? They know to call me that.
Huh?
They know to call me Neater. That's me.
I'm Black Alchemy. Why would you be surprised at anything?
Man, there's a lot of people say surprising, but then they couldn't see me.
I can't hear you, brother.
Can't hear me? Okay, I'm sorry. How about me? You hear me now?
Yeah, slow it down, step away from the microphone, and communicate with effectiveness. All right. Are you no longer there?
It keep moving.
What keeps moving?
Okay, I'm back.
Now you sound clear. Now, what were you saying?
just wanted to know, please, how do I configure USB to please?
Can anybody else hear him, or is it just me?
How do I use my USB to protect myself? I use it for storage only.
Okay, you want to learn how to use your USB for security. All right, let's unpack that. Number one, so the question in the comments is, how do I use a USB to protect myself? Number one, I would suggest that you only use your USB for what it's designed to do. Two things: to create storage locations. Now, how do you secure the storage location? If you use Mac, what you're going to do is you're going to stick this device or your USB inside of your Mac device. We're going to do it right now on the live. We're going to do it on the live. You're going to stick it inside of your USB. And then here's something a lot of people don't know. Let me turn off I'll be looking at stuff y'all don't need to be seeing what I'll be looking at. Hold on. I'm just being serious. Hold on. Here we go. Now, YouTube, I know y'all are still here. I'm going to share my screen with you, YouTube, but hold on one second, everybody. We're talking about how to use a USB and lock it down on a Mac machine. So we're going to open up here and we're going to type in system information. If you're on a Mac, the first thing you want to do is type in system information after you've plugged in your USB drive. All right, you go to system information, you open that up, and now you get to understand exactly what's inside of your computer. It's telling you your size, everything that's located inside of your machine. Now, we're going to go back into settings, and then we're going to go into our privacy and security, and we want to make sure that our files and folders and everything inside, even our users and groups and our passwords, are protected with what's called File Vault. So you can go up here inside of your screen here, and you can type in File Vault. You see how File Vault just comes up right there? Bam. What File Vault does when you turn it on is it encrypts your entire hard drive. It encrypts even the USB. How do you do this on Windows? I know that everybody's going to ask me next. How do I do it on Windows? Because I don't use Mac, because I like to be hacked all the time. Listen, I don't. You have to use a third party for that. Now, they have BitLocker. They have other ones as well. But that's the first step, securing a USB and securing your storage. Why is it important to secure your storage? Because if you leave this somewhere, and companies do this all the time. That's how a lot of hackers used to extort companies. They would take the USB, somebody would leave it inside of a rental car, they take it in and they see the patient records, they call the help desk or they call the executives and say, hey, listen, we got a USB and we know if we report this to Health and Human Services, they'll give us $1,000 for every $10,000 they find you. That's how a lot of hackers got rich, by the way. So that's the first step. Number two, one of the things you want to do is ensure that you use this not as a dongle, because there are already dongles that you can leverage, like FIDO keys. And that's the free advice that I'm going to give with you today. Okay, brother? All right. All right. So you've learned a lot today. Yes, I know a lot of people. I do know them personally that have gotten wealthy off of reporting. And here's what the corporate goons inside the chat are going to say. That's extortion. Why would you extort a company? Well, listen, you simple mother Karen and Ken, you only are saying that because they're paying your paycheck. Some people don't believe in that. Some people would rather have liberty in understanding that, okay, if I report this, at least it's going to get fixed. If you don't report it, it's not. Now, remember, if you came on the live, you should go onto our Facebook and give us a shout out. Say, hey, we really appreciate Black Alchemy. The lives are fantastic. Let the world know, while I'm still available to the world, that there is some place where you can come and get answers. Don't hog it for yourself. Don't be selfish. Tell people, communicate it. Say, hey, the lives, if you're in tune, hey, on Facebook, hey, look in the reviews. Listen, this guy's lives are amazing. Share your love. You're getting it for free, people. Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting grade A hackology. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Robert Gurley, let's bring you up on stage, man. How you doing? Come with the good energy. Don't come with anything negative. I promise you. It's really good to stay positive. Thank you, Maddie Love. Hello, how you doing? Robert, how we doing today?
I'm doing well, Black Alchemist. How are you doing?
Woohoo! Fantastic. It happened to be alive. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is such a blessing and a pleasure to be face-to-face to you and getting some of your time. Thank you so much.
Namaste. It's my pleasure.
Namaste.
I'm happy I'm here to be with you and sharing this space with you, my friend. I really mean it. You can see it in my smile in my eyes. I'm happy that we're here.
You can see it in mine because I am so happy. I'm so thankful. I'll keep on going, but let me slow down. For your school, I'm very interested in paying the $5,000 and seeing you in person. Right? I believe that is. I haven't gone through my tribe. I've been doing my slow process of getting everything in order. But seeing you in person and getting your one-on-one time is very valuable to me. And I was wondering, should I go through the school first and gain the knowledge there, or should I see you and then I'm just trying to. I would love to be who you are. I would love to.
I'm going to share something with you that your spirit's saying, but your mouth isn't. You ready?
Yes, sir.
I am speaking metaphysically now. This is not the business Jay, because the business Jay, listen, everybody watching this play, I'm going to show you the difference between a predator and an alchemist. If you met me a year ago, you would only see a predator. If you got up on my face and you said, hey, I really want to get you engaged, and I really want to get you and I want to pay, and actually it's $10,000. But anyway, it's $11,111 to get me anywhere. But back in the day, which was a Tuesday in 2022 or 23, if you wanted to see me, my business sense would say, don't give him anything for free. Only lead him in with little bits and digits. Only bring him in with a little bit of insight because you want that 11K. Pay attention when you're building your business. Never give away your secrets, especially if you see somebody that is open. They've already told you they want your product. So all you got to do is, you've already got the hook in their mouth. Now you just got to pull them in. I'm talking about business now. Now, as an alchemist on this live, I have to show you the play and tell you the truth. There's a reason why I created the school. For so long, people couldn't afford me. For so long, people would have to actually save up a few car notes and a few house payments and a few different things just to see me. Or you'd have to pay something that you would buy your girlfriend a diamond ring with. I'm saying, look at my quality of work and imagine for a second, if that was my modus operandi, the method of operation, my modus operandi, how do I operate? That means in my school, I would never present anything that's subpar. So let me answer your question. Maybe if you just join the school for free and not expose things on the internet, not even your face about the things that you want to do, maybe you just joined the school and did it for free. You may not have to pay a thing to get the information that you're seeking. Maybe it's just the ego. And I mean, we all have ego. I want to see you personally, Jay. Yeah, but I'm an asshole up front. Really? Like I'm not, if you see this guy on live, this is live because I'm doing it. But when it comes to people, I know that if I'm in your presence, it's not a two-way transitive relationship. It's completely one way. I have to give you energy. So if I have to give you energy, I'm going to take my ounce of blood from you. I'm going to give you all of this stuff. I'm not going to be smiling in your face. It's not going to be fun. It's going to feel like David Goggins of Hellations of the digital world. You'll be like, fuck God. But when I leave, you will be better. I'm not an asshole without constructive intentions, but I created the whole platform for this to be free so that you can go out and get your millions and say, I learned this from a guy that could have taken me for $11,000. But he said, you know what? Go learn it for free. And that way, once you make the money off of what you got from me for free, then you come back and say, yo, so I made 100 bands. I need you to come on site right now to make me better. Like legit type shit. You get what I'm saying?
Black Alchemist, I thank you for your time. I will complete the mission and I'll come back after that 100 bands and I'll have you make me better.
Type shit. What you said, sent and received. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Listen, it costs a lot to be the boss, and it costs a lot to be an alchemist. It costs, but it also transacts. You get what I'm saying? It transacts to be an alchemist. It means that somebody gets in front of you and they come with you with their arm open. You see they've been shooting up and they just listen, I need a fix. I need what you got. There's two ways you can handle it. You can get them. You can say, yeah, well, this dime is worth $1,000 and you give them a dime for $1,000 because they're open, or you can say, slow down. Because if I don't give it to you, you go somebody else, they're going to abuse you. You're going to go into these mean privacy streets and somebody's going to use you and abuse you. And let me not let you go down that path of darkness. Let me give you the light so that when you carry your torch in front of your tribe, you're showing them, nope, this is not how you handle that. You don't go for the greed. You don't go for the negativity. You don't go for the open nose. You teach people how to stay in the light. Because on the dark side of this social media fuckery, you're going to see a whole bunch of sharks, a whole bunch of piranhas, a whole bunch of manipulators. Why do you think I'm doing this, ladies and gentlemen? You think, he woke up one day and he wants to get all our money? Don't be silly and naive. There's nothing about any of you in here that I want, except for you to be better, to be higher operating versions of yourself, to be more salient, to be stronger, to be more resilient, to understand that you have power so that you don't become food to the predators that are taking over this world, the predators that are taking over these social media constructs, these technology companies. That's what I'm here for. So let's see who else wants to get up on stage. All right. I'm glad people are picking up what is being put down. It really helps me understand that I'm doing what's supposed to be done in alignment with what the universe sent me here for. So thank you for even being here. All right. All right, Bravo Tango, let's see if you're talking about, man. Bravo Tango, come on stage. All right, so while we wait for Broad, good for you, somebody said. All right, it's not good for me. It's not good for me. Listen, to fight these fights, it's not about being good for me. It's not about saying, hey, you're doing great, let me give you a kudos. No. The kudos that people give is not currency sometimes. Sometimes people give kudos and they say it with sleights and sleights of hand. You got to understand when people are speaking out the side or speaking to your tribe. When they're speaking with your vibe, you actually understand it. Some people need to understand that it's best just to fight with the tools and the capabilities that you have in your own repertoire. Don't fall victim to the compliments. Don't fall into the trap of people giving you compliments. Oh, yeah, well, thank you. I'm just doing my great job. No, shut the fuck up and accept the compliment in silence. That's what you need to do when you want to generate currency. Some people know how to manipulate you with compliments. I used to do it all the time. Hey, you're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up, man. I really appreciate it. I just want to get close to you. I'm not speaking to anybody. I'm speaking to everybody. When we speak with fluidity, we start to understand that there are no accidents. People listen to people the first time. When people tell you that what they mean to say and what they meant to say, and what that means that they didn't take out the time in the first place to communicate it with diction and function, so that there could be ambiguity in the communication that they sent your way. When you understand that some people speak in double speak, and there is no I meant to say, it's always what was said. Understand that. All right, anybody want to get up on stage? Nobody wants to get on stage, so it keeps freezing. Yeah, well, I guess it's not for you today, Bravo Tango. It's not for you. Anybody else want to get on stage? I'm gonna cut it down. I'm gonna leave. I got what I needed. I got mine. Did you get yours? Did you get yours, everybody? Because I got mine. I recorded my session. So here, let's do a recap really quick. What did we talk about today? What did we talk about today? Let me do a recap really quick. Because nothing's for free. I got mine. Y'all heard me. Jason Tate's always gonna get his first. Always. You hear me? Always. You see that light? You see the light? Woo! Everywhere I go. Yeah. Are you going to conform? I conform to nothing. I don't mind unpacking people, putting them in their place. I don't give a fuck about people's feelings or emotions. I'm always going to speak whoa, he's not one of those guys. He's not one of those guys. He's a different kind of black. You goddamn right. I'm always going to put you in your place. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. I didn't mean it that way. Motherfucker, shut up. Shut up. You better be careful what you say. For what? I'm rich. Don't have to be here. Can't tell me nothing. But I'm humble. I can already hear one of my tribe members, Jason, calm down. Be humble, okay? And that's not how the angel talks. I apologize. She actually talks with a little bit of blood in her throat. Jason, I need you to calm down. I love that, by the way. I love when a woman talks with blood in her throat. Not when a woman's nasally, but when she's like, listen, baby. I love that. I don't know what it is. What good has conforming ever done? You see the light? I'm here to show you the chains and to show you how to break through the handcuffs. Listen, y'all think I'm joking. Watch this shit. Excuse my language. No, don't excuse it. Refuse it. inside of the school, when you really go to the school, I'm teaching you how to break out of handcuffs. I'm showing you how to break out of communication handcuffs, how to have, I don't want to use the word verbal jujitsu because I'm tired of people using that fucking word jujitsu. Anyway, don't get me started. Don't get me started. But listen, I teach you how to break out of handcuffs, how to get out of restraints, all those things. Does that make sense? When you get inside of the tribe, you learn all these things. So who's joining the tribe? Who's already went outside and put a good review out there? Y'all just watching? Y'all ain't doing nothing? Y'all not doing nothing yet? Who's seen my videos where I break handcuffs and I break through these plexi cuffs and when I've swam up underground, when I swam in the water with my hands tied up? Who's seen those videos? Say it. Who's on my personal page or my Life Hacker Tape where I show you how to do it? Because this is just a technical one. This is where I teach you how to hack. But I teach you how to live on my personal or inside the tribe. We here. That's right, Sicarius Wolf. Whoo, whoo, whoo. That's right, baby. Yeah, you saw it. You saw it. All right. So a lot of y'all think this is a game. Y'all think it's just a show. It's a performance. He's just an asshole for the likes. I don't give a fuck about humans' emotions, feelings, and perceptions. You know why? Because I know 99% of them are fake. I know most people live in America thinking that they have feelings, but they're fake, and they know how to manipulate you, especially these people who think that they should be more afraid of other people only because social media is trying to tune that narrative. And when they see me, they're like, why doesn't he kowtow? Because I don't give a fuck. You can't whoop me. You can't outthink me. You can't outsmart me, and I'm richer than you. So, and I got bail money, and I got a great lawyer. So anyway, and it's not about that. It's about staying positive. It's about staying in your positivity and your higher nature, but understanding when to put your foot down and then to go back to yourself, okay? Oh, hey, Bravo Tango. I'm happy to hear that you're not in that anymore. So I'm about to do a recap. I'm just getting my camera set up for those people who are just getting in and they're wondering what we're talking about and what's going on right now. How's it sound on today's 101.5? You got to learn how to code switch, everybody. Code switching has nothing to do with imitating other people. It's about understanding that you have the stage and the performance to perform any role that you need to play for any game that you want to make. Some of you are so stuck in, I got to, you know what I'm saying, son? I got to make myself, or I just have to be so nice. Nice didn't get anywhere. Nice got you screwed over. In the streets, we call it, if you play, how do I say this nicely? If you play like a feminine reproductive organ, then you will be used as a feminine reproductive organ. You gotta learn how to use your words. So, but we don't say that. We say something a lot more vulgar. All right, here we go. So let's get it started. Let me get the thing on standby, and then we will keep going. Hold on one second. I'll do the recap. If I don't see anybody wanting to get on stage, I'm going to close it right after this recap. All right, one second. Un momento, por favor. Un momento, lo siento, give me un momento. Solo necesito un minuto, porfa. All right. All right, so today's recap, we went over what to use, what not to use when it comes to public Wi-Fi, public computers. When you're going to hotels, when you're going to hospitals, and you get tired and you want to use a computer to check your email, we've communicated that is a bad idea. We have communicated that people like me on the darker side of things know how to install software or vampire taps into the back of these computers. See what I'm talking about here? These little things right here are what you install on the back side of these computers so that you can collect key logs, you can collect the passwords, you can collect the credit card numbers. Why would you buy anything online with your credit card on a public situation? Never do that. That is the recap. I'm so happy you came here today. I'm so happy everybody's here to learn, to educate, and raise that vibration. You have a great, fantastic, blessed, and abundant day. Oh, yeah. All right, does anybody want to get on stage? I had to run in place real quick. Hey, Shrew God, that was funny. That was funny. Somebody said I had to run in place. You had to get excited, huh? All right, Shrew God, I'm going to try you again, but that's the last time. Like, if you decline this, I'll never invite you up again, like, ever. I got a list of people who I just say, we don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. All right, anybody? Awesome. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you, Nathan. Peace and blessings, James 1981. What's up, Shroom God?
Yo, peace, brother.
What's going on with you, man? That's what I want to hear, brother. That's what I want to hear. How can I help you today?
Hey man, I was just out there listening, man. I came in and went out, came in. I was on YouTube, you see me on YouTube, came out, came in. So I'm over here now. But man, I was just about to I had a comment earlier when you was just you was giving out some you was asking the brother about my bad, let me collect. You said, hey, tell me, he said, don't, okay, my bad. You said, listen, do not make any body signals or anything. And you was like, I bet you your Yahoo, your password is the same thing as everything else. And I really wanted to say how professional that was. If anything, anybody feels like they have any doubt about getting with the school or anything like that, I mean, just that right there is just a professional thing that even professionals don't do. You know what I'm saying? So just right there, itched at my spirit. Yeah, man. There's nothing that itched at my spirit, and I was sitting there and I'm listening, man. I was like, you know, with all the things going on in the world, man, it's kind of not a coincidence that you come around at this time to give us this information, saying that, hey, man, I'm not gonna be here forever. I'm gonna dip out soon. You better catch it when you can. And I'm like, question. I know you see all the things going on with AI and all the developments they got going on. Is there any coincidence between what you got going on and giving us this information, trying to break us free?
So the question is, thank you so much for your positivity. Thank you so much.
Please and thank you, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm talking to you right now. I'm giving you back the energy you gave me because I want to reciprocate it. Thank you for seeing the reality of what's going on. So the gentleman on the stage is asking, did I come here now because I know that the AI system is about to take over the minds, bodies, and souls of a lot of people. If you're not paying attention for the last hour, you should pay attention right now. The reason why I'm here is because the architect understood that they had to design a system of freedom for those people who are going to be confined by this control system that's coming into play. What did he say? The architect understood that there are systems here on Earth that are starting to snatch the focus, the freedom, and the capabilities for people to be free from the system of control that's currently here. So the architect sent me to free you people. What do you mean, you people? You people, you humans, you ones that are not activated in your divine light and power. Everything that you see me do, my head movements, my words, the choreography, the way I move, I'm doing it out of a way that you program in your mind. The reason why you felt that way, brother, is because the universe aligns you with me.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
You speaking the language, brother. I'm telling you, I ain't never heard anybody else like that before. I don't hear you say other stuff that I'm thinking, but I know you already know it, and I'm like, nah, this guy's off the chain. And he's a brother. Not to say there's anything else, you know, with any other races or anything like that, but we can resonate. We ain't got nobody else in the forefront doing it for us and showing us. And you know how the world move anyway. They see us, they move. So what you got going on, brother, man?
The universe, the architect sent me in this skin color because the universe understands that the opposite side of this skin color has been part of the manipulation system. Not everybody in your emotion saying not all of us are bad. Listen, not all black people are bad. I get it. Stop it. What I'm saying is get out of your emotions. It's time for us to show you that we can be everything that we came here to be. You see the motherfucking lights? You see it.
Yeah. Hey, we here.
We here now.
And one thing I can say is, and I know I got to do my better due diligence of getting into it. I come in, I hear pieces and bits of your information and about the Buds program and all that stuff. I do want to take back to this weekend, man, and sit down and actually look through it and stuff like that, because I hear you talk about it all the time, and I feel like it wouldn't be right to be listening to what you're saying and not doing that stuff. So I'm gonna try to do my time and, you know, look, research and stuff like that. What you put out, man.
Listen, brother. I gotta talk to you directly. Listen,
Okay.
Your words are full of hesitation, trepidation, and I don't want to be a manifestation. That's what your words are right now. I want you to look into the camera and feel my eyes really quick. You think you have time. You don't. You don't have this weekend. You don't have it. It's not yours. Time, as you think of it, is not the same way. You see that guy that just, look at the guy that just wrote, Sicarius Wolf, join Buzz, man. It changed my life. Everybody says that. And the reason why people say, oh, I don't want to do it is because it's going to hurt. It's not going to physically hurt you. It's going to change the way you think. And some of you are, when most people, here's what happens when you go through Buds. Let me just tell you what happens. 80% of people break up with their girlfriend or boyfriend. True. Within the first 2 weeks, they break up with them because they cut what doesn't work for them, right? Then they start thinking differently and they start losing weight. They start looking better. Then they go from, this is what most people go through Buzz. They came into Buzz like this, right? This is how they come into Buzz. This is how they leave Buzz. You saw that? You see that? You feel that? This is not a performance. This is who I am. You get what I'm saying? You see a whole bunch of people that walk around and put on a show for the camera. This is who I am. Nah, but you see me, though. You see it. You feel it. So a lot of people don't want to be their version of themselves that they know they came here to be. A lot of people, let me say this to you the right way. You're not even making the conscious decision not to move on forward with it today. It is the system in your subconscious that doesn't want you to start doing new behaviors, to leave back the old habits and the old things that you're doing because it's comfortable in the hell that it's in. And when you understand that your subconscious is not working against you, it's working against being in a new environment. Your subconscious is your friend, but it's also your best fucking enemy. And most of you are listening to the same patterns of behaviors that you've been making. I'm gonna stick with the same girl. I'm gonna stick with that same ass nigga, the same baby daddy. I'm gonna stick with the same job because it's comfortable. Most people will be comfortably in hell than be free in excitement and adventure in heaven. Why? Because the subconscious is programming you to be inside of that hell. I need y'all to get free because I'm not gonna be here forever. All right, brother?
I appreciate you saying the hesitation in words, because one thing I'll say, man, especially since I watched that one video you was talking about, pretty much you was poking that etymology. You were saying, hey, man, interact with your words. And like you said, it's that system. It ain't you. It's that system trying to, hey, I'm comfortable over here in hell. I'm good. I appreciate that, brother.
So let's unpack what that means, because we're going to enter and act. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Listen, when I say things to the effect of, I'm not going to be here forever, it's not a system saying, hey, he's trying to get us to look at scarcity. No, let me take you there. Let me take you there. Pay attention, everybody. Here's what I mean by I'm not going to be here forever. The programming of your mind has gotten you into a certain frequency and vibration that only wants you to tune into different distractions, the hate, the separation. You don't want to go work out. You don't want to go up and get in here and do your push-ups. You don't want to do these things. You don't want to took 200 pounds. You don't want to do these things. Why? Because it's more comfortable to be weak. A lot of you are comfortable in your weakness. So when you see pages with people about positivity, with strength, you're going to scroll past. I'll be here, but you won't be able to see me, as the kids say.
Come on now.
I don't talk about it. You just saw 250 pounds handstand, dagnammit. You saw it. You saw it. And you think you can get in a ring with me? Stop it. Come on. This is what you learn in Buds. You learn that you're much more powerful when you put your mind to it. You learn that the limitations that you have in this world are only predicated upon the system programming you to be comfortable. Come on, people. Stop being weak, because you won't be able to see me soon. It doesn't mean that I'm going to delete my account. It doesn't mean that the dark side shadows are going to come kill Jay. I wish a motherfucker would. There's so many goddamn receipts. There's so many receipts, invoices that had to be processed. Hey, listen, here's your money back. We couldn't find him. We couldn't kill him. We went to his house with shit. We lost 3. We went with 5, came back with 3. What happened? There's only one of them. I'm not telling you something out of a book. I'm not telling you something out of a book. If you know me, you know exactly what I'm saying and who I'm speaking to because you had to get receipts. You had to get a refund for that 2.5 you put on it. Come on, man. People don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know that you're powerful. If you walk around, fear is an assassin. And I know assassins intimately. I know them friendly. Oh, what do you mean? Is he just saying it because he's on Instagram? No! I'm letting you know I'm not what you think I am. I'm what I know I am. So it's not about if you believe me or not. I don't give a fuck about your beliefs. I'm telling you facts. If you know me, you're like, no, he's being funny and he's saying it with a little bit of smiles because he doesn't want you to get nervous. You've got to understand. The thing about most of y'all look into my eyes and you're like, wait, I was waiting for him to flinch and show us that bitch on the underside because we know that 99% of motherfuckers are bitches. Listen, you don't see anything but power in these eyes. Stop playing with it. So with that being said, if you don't get into a program, you don't have to join Buds. I'm not saying you got to, if you don't join Buds, you're not going to be available to live the system. I'm saying get tough. Go get yourself waking up before 5 o'clock every morning. Listen, everybody want to know what Buds is without paying $11? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and drop it out. Sicarius Wolf, we're going to give it away for free, but they just won't have access to us when we go to our weekend retreats and when we do the things we do. So here we go. Get your notes and pens and paper. Here's what Buds is. Day 1. You got to wake up at 5:30 every day. For the rest of your life, wake up at 5:30. Before you do anything, you make your bed. Before you do anything, before you put water, before you go take a piss, you go make your bed. You do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats. You do this every day until it becomes, oh, fuck, I got to do my push-ups. It becomes, woo! I woke up today. Oh, yeah. Let me do my fucking push-ups. Oh, shit, yes. Oh, yes. I love them so much. I love them. Woo! And when you get there, you realize, oh, I'm a lot stronger than I came here to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, listen, so somebody came in with some bitch shit. Listen, we don't care about some girlfriend. We don't care about none of that. None of that. Keep the negativity out the room. All right, so listen, no girl broke you. You broke yourself. Whoever said a girl broke you, look in the camera. You broke yourself. In the streets, we call it you played yourself. The streets don't play you. Your mom didn't OD. Oh, we got one of them motherfuckers in here. Nah, let me get this bitch ass nigga out of here. Yep. My mom OD because of me. We ain't got time for that. That's a virus. Jason, you should be empathetic to the weakness. No, there's about 1 million other accounts that you can go talk that shit to somebody else. Oh, look at me. Get tough. We over here talking about tough. He's talking about a girl broke his back. You bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm not sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Anyway, no, I'm not. What I'm saying is, you got to get tough. So you do this for 14 days. Then you start doing a journal. You start writing down your thoughts. And what that does is it teaches you how to think about what you're thinking about. Because a lot of you don't even think about what you're thinking about because I'm about to say something that a lot of people don't want to hear. Suckers get licked and pussies get fucked. Number 1. Number 2, a lot of the thoughts that you're thinking are impregnated upon you and you don't even know it. A lot of you are having trans thoughts. What's a trans thought? A thought that transfers from your brain into your body and you didn't even create. That's what a trans thought is. And where do trans thoughts come from? Do you want to see where trans thoughts come from? Yes or no? I'll show you. Watch this. Everybody in the room. You know where your trans thoughts come from? Open your refrigerator right now. Now, all I got, I live this life. I've got organic. Everything you see in the refrigerator is organic, right? Alkaline water. If you don't have a If you don't have a refrigerator, you see the light. The light just shines on me wherever I go. Look at that. Damn. If you don't have healthy food, cage-free, if you don't have that, the trans thought comes from the infections and the chemicals they put inside of your refrigerator, inside of the foods that you eat. A lot of you think you're free. In America, you're not free. They're not attacking you through social media. They're attacking you through what you have in your refrigerator, what you're eating. Is it organic? Look, does he live this life? Why is your refrigerator empty? Because shit, it's just me. I cook for myself. Organic. I can't afford it. Yeah, you can. You just spent $5 on that. Let me not use these words. You just spent $5 on something else. You can go spend $5 on something healthy. Who knows what this is? Who knows what moringa is? You got to start using these people. I'm trying to tell you how to escape the message matrix. All right, brother. It was good talking to you, my friend.
Hey, brother, respect. Peace and love.
All right, man. You have a great one. All right. That was a good conversation. That was a wonderful conversation. So happy we were connecting. BK Bowen, how we doing? Oh, he's still on stage. Oh, no, I don't know. Like, you got to stop it. It doesn't even give me the option anymore.
Let me just delete my sound.
All right, brother. Yes, those are not morning seeds of moringa. Moringa seeds. That's right, moringa. I chew them in the morning too. They're sweet now. I like them. Man, BK Boy, stop hoping anything. Don't hope anything with me. We won't take none of that hope stuff. Ain't nothing about us hope. We know. No, I'm having a great, fantastic, blessed, abundant day. You heard me? All right. Anybody want to get on stage? If not, I'm going to go and live my life. Have a wonderful day. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I ain't even going to finish the count. Y'all have a great one. Listen, if you're here and you haven't joined Buds, do it. If you haven't done the free school, look at you. A lot of y'all are like, hey, man, I don't want to spend any money. I got it. That's why I created the free school. Why aren't you joining the school? Why haven't you joined the mailing list? These are free things. Love you all. Y'all stay blessed, man. Stay blessed. Over and out.